Hey guys, coming back to you today for another lovely session. Today's practice is going to be focusing on the lower back and the hips. We're going to be touching on those areas just to lengthen our muscles, our joints, massage them just to bring some stimulation, the blood flow, just get the energy moving through our body so it's not staying in this one area. And we're going to do that doing a few shapes and breathing and moving slowly, closing our eyes, going internal, just creating some peace within our state of mind, our state of being. So yes, I invite you today for another juicy, yummy practice, and we're going to get started in child's pose. So bringing the knees and the toes to touch, allowing the bum to come down to the heels, and then bringing the hands out in front. And your forehead may release to the ground, or it might just hover slightly off the floor. Wherever you are, just breathe into this position. Become aware of the lower back. Notice the sensations that may be arising. And slowing down your breath, slowing down your mind. Not trying to manipulate anything, just bringing your attention away from your thoughts, away from your to-do lists, and focusing it inwards into the body, on the breath. Maybe becoming a witness in this ocean of awareness. You may notice the contact of your body with the floor. You may notice your contact with your clothes. They are soft, light, or tight. You may notice the contact with your belly on your thighs, and that it moves with every inhale and every exhale. Just moving to and from these sensations. Allowing them to anchor you in this moment. Couple more breaths in this posture. Seeing how deep you can get. Seeing how much space you can create in that lower back, as well as the front body, maybe reaching your hands a little bit further away, creating length in the spine as well. And then in your own time, inhale to press the hands into the earth, coming to sit on the heels. The eyes remain closed. You can roll the shoulders up and down. And we'll just do a few neck circles. So doing circles one way, just moving very slowly. and then moving the other way. You may hear some cracks in your neck. That's a good sign, not a bad sign. They're just air that needs to be released within the joints. The more you do it, the less cracks you have. As with anything, the more you do something, the more it becomes natural and second nature, and the body and the mind create a connection. Bringing the head back to its neutral position. Bringing the hands around the back and clasping them. And then bringing the palms to the right side of the body. Squeezing the elbows together. And then allowing the neck to drop over to the left. And again, just playing up and down across the left shoulder. Breathing in to that space of the right neck, the right shoulder. Let your breath guide you in these movements, and move very slowly, very consciously. We are building on our mindfulness in every practice that we do together. Our mental strength, our mental acuity. It's as if we are purifying the mind every time we pause life and we attend to ourselves in the present moment. And bringing the neck back through center, as well as the arms. The arms reach behind. Expand the chest, kiss the shoulder blades together. And then bring the hands over to the left side now. Outside the left side body, squeeze the elbows into each other and allow the neck to drop over to, or the head to drop over to the right shoulder. And again, like a pendulum, just rocking up or back and forth across that right shoulder. Noticing the sensations that are coming forth. Breathing into that space that you are targeting. Bringing some consciousness to it. A body-mind connection. As the body moves, the brain grooves. And then bringing the neck back to its neutral position. The arms come back and out, away from the body. And we release them. Inhale as we reach our arms up to the sky. Big stretch. Exhale to come through to a tabletop position. Maybe just tapping the toes down to release the tension that may have been caused because we were sitting on them for a while. And then coming to stillness, bring the hands slightly forward, tucking the toes under, and then lifting the hips up high, downward facing dog. Your version. Your knees may be bent, your heels may be off the floor. If they are, just ensure that your spine is straight. We always want to protect the spine, especially in this practice, because this practice is about targeting the areas in our lower back, our lumbar spine. We're here to nurture it, bring care, to allow anything to release that may be we may be holding in that area. then gently guiding the right foot forward into a pigeon posture or a swan. The back leg straightens and untucks the toe, and we come high on the fingertips. This pose is just a very good all-round pose. If you're new to this pose, just ensure that your right knee is in alignment with your right hand and your left wrist is aligned with your left. Your left wrist is aligned with your right foot. So you're creating a shape here with that right leg, targeting the outside of the right hip. And we come high onto the fingertips just to ease into this posture. And then moving in your own time down onto the elbows. Maybe swinging from side to side. Again, bringing your attention to what's arising. What are you feeling right now in your body as you move? These practices that we do are very, very helpful for us to become attuned to what our body is and what it does daily. As we perform these postures, we can see that the body reacts or responds in a way that is unique and somewhat magical. So just hold yourself in a place of gratitude because you showed up today to bring care and love to your body. In your own time, pressing up onto the fingertips very slowly, and then grounding the palms, shifting the hips forward a tiny bit. Keep the right leg where it is. Untuck or tuck the back toe under, the left toes under, lift the knee. Press firmly into the earth and move into downward facing dog. And again, pedaling out the legs, just to relieve that tension in that right leg. Becoming aware of the difference between the left and the right. And then come into stillness. We take a deep breath in. And exhale to gently guide the left leg forward, taking it to the other side. Staying high on the fingertips. Squaring off the hips, ensuring that your right hip is being pulled forward and your left hip is being pushed back. Your shoulders are relaxed away from your ears. Your back toe is pressed firmly into the earth. And then find your stillness. Take a deep breath in. Maybe close down the eyes. Exhale to drop yourself down on to your forearms. Moving through some gentle movements, rocking from side to side. Allow your breath to be the one that moves you. Always utilizing your breath as your guide in these practices. It is our life force, the energy that moves. Inhaling to come back slowly up onto the fingertips. Then exhaling to ground the hands down. But this time rolling on to the left hip. Swinging that right leg around. And both legs extend out in front. We always want to straighten the legs after they have been bent. Just something to note, just so that it brings alignment back into that kinetic chain, bringing it back to its natural state. And we're going to come to lie on our back, so meeting there in your own time. And then bringing the knees into the chest, holding either knee with either hand. And then allowing the knees to drop out wide. The heels stay tucked in to the bum. And then just gently moving the knees up and down the side body, as if you're moving it away from you and then to you. Again, we're trying to stimulate the areas on the inside of our groin or thighs, as well as the lower back muscles. You should feel a nice massage. Couple more like this. Finding a pattern that works for you. The legs back into center. Give yourself a nice big hug. Maybe lift the head off the ground, bring the nose into the knees. Squeeze yourself into a ball. Then release. Allow the legs, the soles of the feet to touch. The knees to come out wide, and bringing the palms of the hands to the tops of the thighs, and just a gentle push of the legs away from the body. This is great to release the compression in the spine. So for those that have been sitting for long periods at a desk, just in general on a couch, this posture is very good to release that compression, to bring length into the spine. As well, it targets the glutes and the inside of the thighs, so it's a 3-for-1. I highly recommend doing this posture if you have been sitting for a long period of time. Just helps to align your posture, bring some openness to the front and back body. And then releasing the hands, releasing the legs out to the back of the mat, extending them. The soles of the feet are facing away from us. The heels are in and the toes are facing out. The legs are as wide as the yoga mat. The shoulder blades are slightly tucked underneath the back. The palms are facing up, open to receive anything that is coming forth. We're just preparing ourselves for the relaxation phase, the integration part of the practice, where the body comes back into alignment. It absorbs all the information that we have given it throughout the poses that we just did. It's creating connections, neural networks that will become familiar if you repeat them over and over again. The body and the mind are interlinked. The mind will remember that connection. And over time, you will see progress. It's not going to happen overnight. You need to be consistent with your actions. It's all about cooperation and tolerance with ourselves. Not trying to force or manipulate, but just allowing ourselves to just be where we are right now without resistance. I'm going to close the practice here. Feel free to stay in this position for a little bit longer. I send you so much love and light. And I wish you a lovely week ahead. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.